God has given three powers to every human being. First is the power of doing, second is the power of believing, and third is the power of understanding. These three powers from the God is within every human being. Doing, believing, and understanding. But in the absence of spiritual discourse, the human is unable to effectively utilize these powers for the betterment of their lives. Thus, these powers are wasted and misdirected. In return, it leads to dependency on worldly pleasures and unhappiness. This is Pathik Ji Maharaj, a great saint and a holy man. In one of the poems that he wrote, he states, "What all we thought was ours in this world, all of that did not stay ours forever." Look at the depth of these lines. What all we thought was ours in this world, all that did not stay ours forever. We cannot be with someone eternally, and we found this after exploring and pursuing them. We may attain health and wealth. We might attain the whole world. We might get all the joys of the world. But all that we thought was ours in this world, all that did not stay ours forever. When a child is born, he or she cries and then he grows up a little. He starts asking questions to his parents. "Mother, what is this?" She replies, "That is a crow." "What is that?" "Moon." "What is that?" "Sun." "What is that?" "That is dog." "What is that?" She says, "That is wheat growing in the field." "Who is that?" "Your grandmother." "Who is that?" "That is uncle." Now, if he asks his parent, "Who am I?" pointing towards himself, he asks, "Who am I?" Even before he could raise this question, he's taught, "You are Ramesh, or you are Mahesh, or Sarla, or Kanta, or Sita, or Geeta, or Mohini, etc., etc. You are a Brahmin, or a Kshatriya, or a Jain, or a Marwadi, or a Sindhi, or a Parsi, or a Christian, or a Sikh, and so on and so forth." Even before a child tries to explore his being, he is fed with that "you are so and so." Now, when this child grows up, like we all did, he spends his life with this misunderstanding until we find a self-realized guru who can actually tell us who we really are about our real self. Until that point, we continue to live with this misunderstanding. We just keep wandering around with this ignorance, and we die with this ignorance of real self. What do you call this? Wasting the power of understanding. Jai Ram Ji ki. We have that power within us. God gave us that power, but we did not use the ability properly. The right use of this power would have been if we used it to know our true self. This liberated state of mind and self-realization is only attained with the help of a guru. That is when we realize, who am I? Where did I come from? Where am I going? What should I be doing? Instead, what am I doing? But the way we are taught, it's all backwards. Because of that, we're always on a wrong path. We end up misguided. It's like we came to pray to God, instead we are spinning cotton. When someone renounces his home to become a monk, at that time they have a high sense of detachment, very high understanding and wisdom. They're very sensible and have enthusiasm of doing, learning, and achieving enlightenment. But if they don't get the right company, even the best person gets misguided. The second power is the power of believing. When we were born, we had not seen the world nor we understood anything. We did not recognize who our parents are or who our siblings are. We just did not have enough wisdom to understand this. That time we were innocent and naive. As we grew up a little and the power of our minds expanded to understand, we were told and taught that this is your father, this is your mother, and that I am your father, this is your mother, that is your brother, and that is your sister. This is your grandmother, this is your uncle and aunt. And we believed because we had the power of believing within us. This ability is provided to us by God. We have never seen God. Even though you have never seen God, you believe and accept His existence, and that is why you are sitting here today. You believe in God. When you see the picture of Lord Krishna, you believe that long time ago Lord Krishna existed in his reincarnated form. When you see the picture of Lord Rama, you believe that thousands of years ago Lord Rama incarnated on this earth. And you believe that he had a personality and character as described by Tulsidasa in Ramcharitramanas. The third power is the power of doing. God has given us so much independence. He made our bodies such. He gave us hands, legs, ears, eyes. He gave us a mouth. You are independent to speak the way you choose to. If you want to say pleasant things, unpleasant things upon you. He gave us the ability to see. Now it is up to us what to see. He gave us the ability to perform deeds. Now it is up to us to choose our actions. Good deeds or do actions that destroy us. You are independent. God has given us the power of doing and performing actions, but humans misuse and waste this power. My house, my family, my shop, just this egoistic my engulfs us, and all we do is perform our actions to satisfy the self-ego and completely forget that our actions should also focus on benefits of others. That our actions should also focus on betterment of disadvantaged. My God is there in every soul. I should be doing it for Him. I praise those fortunate human beings who get an opportunity to listen to spiritual discourses which help them properly utilize these three powers bestowed upon by God. They sharpen their abilities, and those who can properly utilize these three powers can lead a great and fruitful life. Why do we revere the saints? Why do we respectfully bow down to our Guru? Why do we offer selfless service to our Guru? Why do we respect and admire holy men? It is because they properly utilize these three powers of doing, believing, and understanding. That is what makes them great. They neither feel happiness nor sorrow. They do not feel pain. They do not get scared by difficulties, and obstacles don't bother them. This is because they understand the secret of eternal happiness. They've thoroughly understood and adopted the ideas and solutions that can help them face the harshest of obstacles in this world without upsetting them. Children start crying if you take away toys from them. This is because they are innocent. We laugh at a child's silliness, and saints laugh at ours. A child might cry in an environment where crying or being unhappy might not be considered a usual response. This is because a little child is naive and immature. In the same way, saints laugh at us seeing that we are unhappy where we should not be unhappy. We are disturbed where we should not be disturbed. This is silliness. This is foolishness. This is stupidity. This is your lack of understanding, and this lack of understanding will not be corrected in a college, university, or school. It can only be rectified by satsang. Jai Ram Ji ki. This lack of understanding can only be rectified by the blessings of a guru. Therefore, those who have a spiritual guru in their lives are considered to have accomplished a lot. Lord Shiva's Guru Gita states that Guru Hinastu Balishaha, which means that those who do not have a guru in their lives have wasted their lives. Therefore, it is especially important to have a spiritual guru and Guru Mantra in your life. You should chant this Guru Mantra to focus your minds and senses. This is the real income of one's life, chanting God's name.